gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
Right.
But can I say something?
Go ahead.
I'm looking in the comment section. Everybody's bringing up this formula thing, and this formula shortage. Let me address this. Listen, I got 5 kids. Okay, all by the same woman, all by my wife. But let's understand something here. This whole logic, this is going to what the sister's saying about dependence on the government. Okay, the best the food that is made for babies is breast milk, not
the breasts
formula.
are for feeding, not for shaking in front of somebody's face.
Right. So when we sit here and talk about a formula shortage, well, there can never, as long as the mother is eating, right, and then the baby. Listen, again, I took Lamaze and everything. Understand something here. The baby is going to get whatever it needs first while the baby is in the mother. Okay, the baby. That's why if the mother is malnutrition, the baby can be okay. Eventually, it'll hit the baby, but the baby is going to get what it needs first. And the same thing when that baby comes out and that breast milk is formed, that is the best food for that baby, not formula.
And let me tell you
Milk
something
is the
too.
best food.
Look at how weak these generations are coming up. You look at these young kids, especially these boys, they have breasts. Look how flabby their skin is. That is all from not only just the food, but think about it. Your first immune system is built off of breast milk. That first month or so from the breast. Think about also intelligence. Also, a lot of these women, they just stick a bottle in their mouth and then stick the baby in the crib. When you are breastfeeding your child, you're holding them close. They're close to you. They are next to your heartbeat. There's certain emotional connection that you have with a baby that you're breastfeeding that no, you do not get when you bottle feed. Totally different.
Do you have kids, AP?
Yes, sir, I did. I breastfed both of my kids up until the age of 4. And no, I don't have C cups. They're they're bee stings. So size doesn't matter.
Again, I was thinking about like what the sister was saying with dependence on the government, and this is scary to me because even when we're going through the pandemic and used to see like all this stuff going on, people racing to the grocery store when the fear of a food shortage, and I remember seeing women on TV crying because their babies because she couldn't get diapers for her baby. And it had me thinking back to when I was a kid. I remember my grandmother used to argue with my mother about because I guess at one time my grandmother obviously used cloth diapers, and she used to say that what are those diapers the disposable diapers made mothers lazy. Right. And she also didn't like the whole idea behind formula. I know I'm reading the comments. Not everybody, all women can, utilize formula. I think a lot of it has to do with your diet, but that's another conversation. But the point is we become so dependent on the government. Right. I remember my grandmother would, my grandfather would go fishing, come home, and both my grandparents had gardens. And, you go in that garden, potatoes, tomatoes, apples, everything. And when my grandfather going fishing and everything that when we ate on the table, everything that my grandparents would put on the table, my grandmother would say, all this stuff came from us. Right. You didn't have to, like, if the grocery store shut down, we become so dependent on the government, we be in bad shape. Because none of us, the society that we're in today, we become so dependent on the government that we don't even know how to grow our own food. We can't even take care of our own children now without the help of the government. We're talking about breastfeeding and everything how are children getting fed before formula? And let's understand formula is from an animal. It's from a cow. You are feeding your baby something from a cow. You know, so we have to understand that. I mean, yeah, the government definitely plays a role in our society, but it's gotten to the point we get way too dependent on the government, all the way up to, you know, like this. Government shouldn't be involved in the ability to kill our kids in the first place. You can talk about something that's so draconian. I mean, maybe hopefully 102 years from now, 100, 200 years from now, we'll look, you know, society will look back on this and say, I don't believe that they were actually killing their children.
Hey, but you know, my kids, they drank formula and they're strong. They're big and strong. I don't see
don't get me wrong, brother. I'm not knocking formula. All I'm saying is there's a formula shortage. It doesn't mean that there is a shortage of food for babies, because the mother will generate food.
Do what you got to do. I hear what you're saying.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, truth be told, you can go to the store and get human milk.
Yes.
You know, you can do that.
Yes.
So.
But hey, by the way, guys, I do have to end the stream because I gotta do a show at 3:30. But I appreciate everybody coming on. We'll give you guys 5 minutes for your last thoughts. So I'm gonna let Kenneth go, then AP, then Wicked, then we'll get out of here.
Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be quick, brother. Like I said, you're doing Lord's work. I get excited every time you create a video. You know, the same thing you do. I've been trying to tell a lot of my friends, hey man, there's a lot of stuff going on in our community that needs to be fixed.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I can't appreciate what you do enough. You know, I'm happy even with this gun law. I'm excited. I live in California, so you know, I think this is a good thing for society as a whole. But like I said, I appreciate what you do, bro.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, brother. Thanks for joining the stream. AP, any last words?
I just want to say thank you for having this stream, because it's not a lot of people out able to express themselves with common sense. And those of us who do, we're censored. So I just want to say to people who are listening, just think for yourself. And not everything is what it appears to be. And until we as society hold people accountable, starting with ourselves, you know, the government is going to easy for them to trick us and to rule over us.
Yep. Absolutely right. Well, I appreciate you joining the stream, AP. Always good insight as usual, and can't wait till we talk again. All right, Wicked, what's good with it?
Yo, I did want to say this earlier. I think men 110% have responsibility in creating single mothers, just like the women have 110% in creating single mothers.
Well, I mean, you know how percentages work, though. You know how the percentage is out of 100, so they can't.
What I'm getting at, I think if we absolve men from responsibility, that, you know, 1 + 1 will always be 2, right? So this notion that well, it's not my responsibility. I don't know how I feel about that. But with that said, but you know, you do a great job. Needless to say, you know, taking off like a rocket.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comment section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and I'm not absolving the men of responsibility. I'm just saying the ultimate decision, the final decision lands on the woman, right? And that's what they don't want to admit. The ultimate decision falls onto the woman, right?
But wouldn't you say that a significant part of it falls on the men as well?
Yes, absolutely. Men definitely bear the responsibility, but like I said, it takes two to tango.
Right.
But at the same time, if you are a woman and you have sex with a man, y'all raw dogging and whatnot, after he busts that nut, he has no control. Okay. So that's why I'm saying the bulk of the responsibility falls on the woman, because for one, they have more means of taking care of that mistake, quote unquote, or blessing, right? So
Right.
if a man inseminates a woman and then, you know, the next day she's like, I didn't really know that nigga, I'm a papa plan B. He has no control over that. Or if she says, ooh, he looked good and I think we'll have some nice babies, and she goes to term with the pregnancy, he has no control over that either way. So what I'm saying is, yes, men have responsibility in the reproductive the reproductive process, definitely, okay? And it's 50-50 once they you know, trade skins and trade fluids and shit, right? But after that, then 100% of the responsibility goes on to the woman if she decides to bring that pregnancy to term or not. So,
I understand what you're saying, brother, but I will say this, and I'm not disagreeing with you. I get what you're saying, but a real man, after he busts that nut and there's a kid that's coming into this world, a real man, he doesn't have a choice but to be a real man, you know?
No,
and that will go a long way in the community if the community wants to be strong, you know?
I absolutely agree, but the problem is with the black community, as you know, that these women don't want real men. They want street niggas. They want thug niggas. So then it goes back to the responsibility. Who has control over who has sex? Well, women have control over who have sex. And if they're only giving sex to bum-ass niggas who don't want to take... Look at Future, got all these fucking kids. All these women know that he, you know, whether he's taking care of the kids or not, he's not going to be an active father. So, but all the women know that he's not going to be an active father, and he don't treat his baby mamas right, and he don't treat his baby mamas like shit unless they're doing what he says. But they continue to have a baby with him, and they love to have a baby with him, and then on the back end complain that the nigga ain't doing shit for the kids. That's bullshit. It's her fault.
Right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna end it for me with this, brother. You always come with great points. I don't disagree with you. I just hope that you understand what I'm trying to say, brother.
Absolutely.
You be safe out here, brother. God bless.
Yes, sir. You too, brother. You too, brother. And that is Wicked World, coming straight from Chi-Town. I appreciate his outlook. But like I said, man, especially in the community, these women, just like that 19-year-old girl from the B. Simone video, these women are smashing guys that they don't even know. It's not like he took advantage of her. It's not like he took the wop. She said, ooh, he's cute, and slept with him. So tell me whose fault is that? But anyways, guys, you already know what it is. We had a great stream today. I'm just going to remind you of a few things. We have the BGZM News 17 Instagram is growing slowly but surely. We also have the BGZM News 17 YouTube channel, which is growing slowly but surely. So make sure you guys go and subscribe to that channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month, which is going to be a pretty hard feat, but I know that we can do it, especially with these 6,000 subscribers on this channel now. So make sure you go follow the BGZM News 17 Instagram, the BGZM News 17 YouTube, and the Black Gen Z Mindset YouTube, and the Black Gen Z Mindset Instagram. I'm going to start posting the full videos from the BGZM News 17 YouTube to Instagram. So we do have the Instagram is going to be the same as the YouTube. We're going to post the full videos on there with the thumbnails, with the captions, with everything that you guys love about BGZM News 17 and Black Gen Z Mindset. We're also going to do the same thing on Black Gen Z Mindset. We're going to post the full video. We're going to post a full video of the YouTube videos on Black Gen Z Mindset as well. So, you know, I really appreciate everybody for showing their support, showing their love. Make sure you go get that Instagram up, both of the Instagrams. The BGZM News 17 has no commentary, and the Black Gen Z Mindset page has commentary. So if you guys are annoyed with my voice, if you guys are annoyed about me saying these super gremlins are on demon time, make sure you go to the BGZM News 17 YouTube channel, because it's straight news stories. BGZM News 17 covers a lot more than I can cover by myself. Okay, so that is another good thing. There's going to be a lot more stories coming out on BGZM News 17. I'm trying to do like 5 a day, along with my 2 a day on Black Gen Z Mindset, plus the 2 lives that I do every single week on Monday and Thursday, which I had to push this live back to Saturday because I had a situation going on Thursday that I had to handle. So guys, you already know what it is, man. It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. It is your boy, Jenquavius Jackson. You already know. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. And, you know, I love to have this discussion. I wanted to get more women on here who disagreed, but it looks like that they did not have the ovaries to come step to your boy, Jenquavius. So without further ado, guys, we are going to send it off to the brother Jenquavius to take us away.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Medgar Evers, and it's a very tranquil scene compared to just a couple hours ago where a drive-by shooting just took place. Excuse me, I'm getting live updates as we speak. I've just been updated to the amount of casualties from this drive-by shooting, and I'm getting reports that 2 people were actually declared deceased and 27 others were shot and injured but are in stable condition. And although we must pray for the families of the fallen, we must also praise God for the aim of the super gremlin. If you want to know more about the victims of this crime, make sure you add BGZM News 17 on Patreon at www.patreon.com/BlackGenZMindset. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment on the video to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this gun violence in the streets. For more hard-hitting news coverage from the community, by the community, I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
And cut.
All right, dog. Let's get the out of here before these niggas come back.
Whoa. Yo. Ain't that nigga Jenquavius?
Nah, that ain't me. That ain't me.
He just went live
That
with
ain't
that
me.
funky ass suit on.
That's that nigga. That's not me.
Hey, get that nigga.
Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia. Pray for me.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school,